Okay, guys, this is take two. Um, I'm trying to do a thank you message, and I can't seem to do it without crying like a titty baby. Sorry. Um, I'm going to read to you from a journal entry. My journal, one of them. It's an old one. Look, it's from 2016, and this was in May of 2016. I'd just recently been divorced. I left my husband in September of 2015. We divorced in February of left him in September of 2015. We divorced in February of 2016, and this is in May of 2016. And I still have my store and my brokerage at the time, but I have by this time made a decision to close both of them, and was on that in that process. But anyway, so I said, my God, my Creator, I come to you for direction. I know that I'm meant to make a difference. I know that that difference will be made by uplifting others. And I know that I am meant to be a healer of hearts, minds, and bodies. Lead me, oh please God, show me the vehicle, the platform. Speak it loudly into my heart, my ears, and my dreams. I look forward to hearing from you. You know my heart. You know my gifts, and you are my resource and my source. I'm having really difficult financial problems at this time as I prepare to close this store. I don't think you're weird, and I'm talking to God, right? I don't think you're weird. I don't think Jesus was weird, and I don't think you intended me to be weird. How would I ever reach anyone? Or how would I ever reach someone or anyone by being weird? I see Jesus more as a rebel, a man who went out and did what he felt called and directed to do, even when it wasn't what the leaders thought he should do. Show me what he did during that time that's missing in the Bible about his life. Has my life taught me those things, or do I need to go live in a monastery? That seems so impractical, but hey, if that's what you say do, then I'll do it. I guess I don't really need to know what he was doing during that time. All I really need to know is what is next for me. Love, Cheryl. Just the way I am, I will dance with you because you loved me, and dance with me just the way I am because you love me. Those are actually 3 songs that are on my playlist. If you've listened to any of my I know my eyes are probably puffy. If you've listened to any of my a lot of my videos, you've probably heard me talk about a playlist. And even about that one song in particular, Just the Way You Are. But then also Dance With Me was another song that he gave me whenever he was walking me through the self-love journey. At the end of it, actually. And then the other one, Because You Love Me, is my favorite worship song to him by Celine Dion. And we can talk about more on each one and how they came about and what the messages were later. But right now, this is a thank you message to you. Because whether you're a passerby or a frequent visitor or a subscriber, you're a very important part of my journey. And I just am so grateful for you. Every comment, every like, every thumbs down even. I am so very grateful because I am still growing. I'm still learning. And because I'm mostly grateful because I feel like most people come here because they are led here or guided here, and it's because God wants you to see Him, wants you to see yourself the way He sees you. And He trusts me with those messages through these tarot decks to give you that information and to encourage you. And in the process, it encourages me also. This journey has been a wild one. I'm sorry, whenever I cry, it all drips down my throat. This journey has been a wild one. And it has been it's like, we've been having this conversation, God and me have been having this conversation about, I know I'm called to do something, right? I know I am. But and you've heard me, if you've been around for a while, you've heard me say many times that for all these years I thought I needed to earn a living and make enough money so that I could put enough money in the bank and retire and then do this. And it's not worked out that way. As a matter of fact, I'm going to share part of my journey with you, part of this journey with you, whenever in December, late November, December of last year, I had enough contracts written in real estate that upon closing them, I would have been debt free and had a cushion to be able to move forward. And before the end of the year, they all fell apart. I say all. There was only about 3 of them, but they were huge deals. Mostly land deals, because that's kind of what my thing was. I had gotten into. And then after the first of the year, I managed to put those deals back together. And then again, I would have been debt free by March. And again, they all fell apart. And I was so frustrated because it was a time whenever I thought, finally, I've done some spiritual growth. I think I've gotten to the place in my life where, I've gotten rid of the hate, the anger, all that stuff. I'm clear. I'm ready to move forward. And so now I'm going to have this money. That's the last thing. And again, like I said, in March, it all fell apart again. And by this time, I just don't know what to do anymore. So I had a conversation with God, and I wish I could find that notebook or journal. But I said, okay, walk me through this. What am I going to do for you? And I started writing a book, actually. I mean, the stuff started coming, so I sat down and started writing it. In June, I lost 2 people very close to me, and so the book kind of took a little bit of a detour. I think it was in July or August. I don't remember when it was, but anyway, I came across a tarot reading, which I had not ever done before, tarot. Came across a tarot reading and was amazed at the accuracy of what I had been going through and what had happened, the detailed accuracy. So I had a conversation with God. What is this about? And so I ordered tarot decks, and by August I started reading online. But I determined that I was going to do this, especially when I started that book. I was going to do this, and it was just going to be what it was, and God was going to have to provide for me, because I was determined that I was going to do what I was called to do, and He was going to have to pay the bills. So, because I had been trying for too many years. So I'm not even going to lie to you. There were a couple of months, I have some very close friends that They were like, okay, and they'd bring me groceries, and that was not comfortable for me at all. But I knew it had to be something about that was keeping me from it, because that was the one thing that in my mind I could control. I could go out and earn the money and put it in the bank and be able to move forward, and do what. But I've been trying since I was 13 years old, not with that in mind, but I've been trying I've been working since I'm 13 years old, and I still didn't have the money in the bank to do this kind of work. So anyway, now, today, because of you, because you listen to that nudge and you click on these videos, because you watch them and you share them and you comment and you hit that like button and all that stuff, the donations, the requests for private readings, I monetized, I don't know, I got my very first check a couple days ago, so just like a month or so ago, I monetized. But my point is, with all of that, is that right now, I'm no longer stressed about money. My friends aren't having to feed me anymore either. And it makes me think about that. I'm not a Scorpio, but it makes me think about that reading for Scorpio about coming to life. And I think somebody else got that card too, that all you have to do is show up. And if we can show up with an open heart and trust in our hearts, obviously God shows up too. Because here I am, so very grateful for each and every one of you, because you make a difference in my life in ways that you don't even know, because I learn from you. Okay, we're going to do a PS. It's Thanksgiving, that's why I wanted to do, this is a Thanksgiving message in case I didn't say that. Whenever we were growing up, it was a tradition in our family that we would all stand around in a circle before the meal and go around, and everybody would say what they were grateful for. And most of the time, this is what I look like, because I'm humbled. God humbles me so much. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, show us the PS that goes with this message. Is there anything I might have forgotten to say or could have said better? I thank you for clear, concise messages. I can't take it because I'm not finished praying. I thank you for clear and concise messages. I thank you for love, light, and prosperity, and I thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Is there anything, any other something, P.S., that I should include in this message that I may have forgotten or not said just right? Okay. This is the Page of Pentacles. So the Pentacles is what we have in our reality, right? So I feel like it's just God's confirming that, yes, He's grateful too. I guess that y'all show up. I don't know. We're grateful that you're here. I'm so grateful for you in my life. I truly, truly am. And I'm telling you again, whether you are a passerby or a frequent visitor or subscriber, of course, subscribers and bell notifications and likes, all of that helps the channel grow. So I'm definitely grateful for that. But even the people that just stop by and watch the videos, I'm grateful for you too. Everybody counts, and everybody makes a difference. And victory. So this is a victory. This is a victory talk, because it's scary, right? I know you guys. Some of you guys are journeying the same path. As a matter of fact, most of you guys, I think that's how energy works, is where we kind of all are walking the same journey at the same time, or something very similar. And so I feel like it's like a victory, like a testimony, you know. Whenever coming from an evangelical church, the preacher used to say, "Anybody got a testimony? Anybody want to testify?" I was always standing up. Let me testify. Um, so I'm going to testify right here, you know, with you guys. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And it really, gratitude makes a difference, but sincerity of our heart truly makes a difference. And I had a boss one time that said, if you're scared, say you're scared. And so, you know, I've done that with God. Hey, I'm scared. But He's walked, He, she, it, however it is for you in your life, however it is that you relate to that God source. If we show up, He shows up. If we take a step in that direction, He's going to light that path, obviously, right? And this is for you. He's saying He wants you to bring into your reality whatever it is that you desire. He wants to help you do that. I feel like this is what this card is. An ace is always a gift from God, right? A gift from the heavens, a gift from the universe, however you want to say it. He's saying here, I want to work with you too. I want you to have in your life the things that you want to have in this physical reality. Because you know what? Yes, spirituality is important, but part of being spiritual is being able to bring, in conjunction with spirit, bring the things into our reality that matter. So with that said, you matter. And I love you so much. And again, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for following your gut to click on these those little thumbnail things and to come look for the messages. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you so much for being part of my journey. And happy Thanksgiving to you and everybody that you love. Go out and have a super duper day. Bye.